It's 1 o'clock in the morning at an electricity substation in California. The flashes you can see on the security camera footage are gunfire. The shooting went on for 20 minutes and took out 17 giant transformers that feed Silicon Valley. Just before the police arrived, the snipers vanished into the night. It all happened 10 months ago and at first was classified as an act of vandalism. But no one's been arrested, no suspects have been identified. And what's emerging now suggests it was much more sophisticated, coordinated, and maybe extremely sinister. US Navy SEALs say it's a replica of how they would strike a foreign power's infrastructure, meticulously planned and untraceable. And the US government's energy regulator at the time has called it the biggest terrorist attack on the power grid ever.
That there are individuals out there capable to do this kind of damage. I mean, certainly you can write a government report as they have over the last 30 years, but without you understanding and knowing that in fact there are people who are intent on doing this kind of damage, you don't take it quite as seriously. Now that we know that, now that we know how well trained they were and how well they executed this, I think people are taking it seriously. The entire United States could go black if you knocked out enough of these substations in a coordinated attack. You could turn the entire country into a 2003 blackout.
And Americans remember 2003, one computer problem escalating rapidly to leave more than 40 million people without power. It was a reminder of how a society so dependent on electricity can feel vulnerable. And the talk now is that they've been kept in the dark about the risk of terrorism.
It concerns me that a couple of guys can roll up in a car and take out a substation like that overnight. But what concerns me more is that we had no idea that it happened up until, the story broke.
There was no blackout this time because engineers rerouted power. Owner PG&E is spending millions on improving security.
This incident was a game changer for the industry. It's not just PG&E working alone. The whole industry as a whole is working with policymakers, with government officials, with law enforcement agencies at all levels to meet and have constructive discussions about how we can all work together and improve grid security across the country.
But what started as suspected vandalism is now in the hands of the FBI. They say they don't believe it was terrorism. But the attackers haven't been found, and America is left wondering and asking itself, what if? Greg Milam, Sky News, California.